Welcome again to Dickinson College. Welcome back to our returning Dickinson students, our wonderful faculty and staff, our chairman of the board, and welcome to all of you new students who have recently arrived here in Carlisle from all over the country and from all over the world. For our students from Texas, on this beautiful day here, please know that we are thinking about your families. And if you have any concerns, please reach out to your college deans. Like all of us here, I was drawn to this wonderful school by its sterling reputation, both for its academic rigor and for the vision and the values that have informed it since its founding 234 years ago. Dickinson College was born at the dawn of American democracy, founded by Benjamin Rush, an important figure in the American colonies and a signer of our Declaration of Independence. As Chris said, the college was established here on what was then the western frontier of a new nation. Chartered as the first college in a new America, Dickinson from its outset has sought to prepare broadly educated leaders for our new democracy. That was Rush's intent. We honor it still. He founded his college to help build a different sort of nation, and now we are called upon to ensure that you, our students, all of our students, are prepared for the challenges of a very different America, a very different country, and a very different world. It's a world daily transformed by astonishing discoveries and innovations, the spread of unprecedented global prosperity, improved health, and longevity. We tend to focus on problems, and we often forget that the progress in human development in the last 60 years is more than the previous 600. We should hold on to that during troubling times. For such progress to continue, we need to nurture creativity and research of all kinds. The scholars who constitute the Dickinson faculty are doing precisely that. I haven't been here very long, but I've been here long enough to be enormously impressed by the women and men who are giving their lives and their talents to the advancement of knowledge and to the education of our students on our campus. A round of applause for them. Although we have seen great progress, we must also face together our enormous challenges: climate change and environmental degradation, growing inequality, bigotry and hatred, terrorism, and transnational diseases. Responding to these needs, Dickinson College has been at the forefront of both sustainability and global studies. We will continue to build on this distinguished and important work and become a leader in intercultural relations and civic engagement. You, Dickinson students, new ones and returning, must be prepared to apply your knowledge to solve problems of a complexity and at a pace that few of us can imagine. You must be educated to learn from and deal cooperatively with people quite unlike yourselves here at home and around the world. At Dickinson, our centuries-old tradition has been to strive for a useful education for the common good. In this, as in 1783, Dickinson is still on the frontier, is a pioneer. We are proud at Dickinson to declare that we are a liberal arts college. The liberating arts and sciences have come under assault by those who don't understand how this kind of education opens minds and encourages us to see things in new ways. Clearly, our future depends on such new visions. Such an education, we know, leads us to make new connections and create, adapt, identify, and solve new problems. In a world where many sorts of knowledge are outdated in just a few years, we all must continue learning and trying new things for the rest of our lives. A liberal arts education teaches us how to do that. Benjamin Rush believed as passionately in education as he did in freedom. He held that freedom can only exist in the society of knowledge. This is as timely an observation now as it was at the dawn of this country. And freedom was a new thing in his world. Freedom of speech, freedom of worship, freedom of the press. These freedoms are still unimaginable in much of the world. and everywhere they are always at risk. As one of our new international students observed quite profoundly last week at a student orientation session, I came here to America. I came to Dickinson for freedom, as I do not have it in my country. The pioneers of Dickinson College had also been brought up in a world without freedom. They were taught to become good subjects of a king. After the revolution succeeded, they needed to imagine what a college should be in this new and unprecedented nation with new freedoms, what it should do, what it should teach, and why. These are perennial questions. Rush realized that a new country with new freedoms required that we escape the tyranny of received but unexamined ideas to which we cling. Now, as at the beginning of this country and this college, we have to escape the passive acceptance of whatever is current in our place, in our time, among our particular people. We need the freedom to escape our narrowness, our parochialism, our unexamined preconceptions, our assumptions, our unconscious biases. Coming to deeply understand the very profound implication of this, the human condition, is at the core of a liberal arts education. An education entertaining new thoughts, considering new ideas, seeing things from multiple perspectives, thinking very long and very hard, and trying desperately hard to find what kernels of truth we can find in the world. Providing a liberating education, a useful education, and working for the newly conceived common good was the aim of our founders. It continues to be our aim today. Achieving the common good requires that working together, we forge common understandings and goals. It requires, it seems to me, a level of tolerance and civility now widely under attack by many sorts of people. But incivility is incivility, intolerance is intolerance. Neither have a place in a college that truly values the liberating arts, where disagreement is expected, honored, and celebrated. Today, the common good at Dickinson and in our society and in our world must be forged by people with very different backgrounds and views. Today at Dickinson, we welcome in its long history the most diverse class ever. Again, we are pioneering. Again, we are at the forefront of our precious America. As Dickinson College welcomes a class that looks like all of America and all of the world, we do not shirk from the very hard work of trying to understand one another, to listen to one another, to learn from one another. We do this because we believe that the search for truth is the foundation of a free and good society. We do this because we believe that the common good can only come from the open and respectful exchange of honest ideas among everyone. Today, as you sign in, new students, you'll see the words that all of us commit to. Dickinson College is a scholarly community dedicated to freedom and civility, to the advancement of learning, to honor, to integrity, and to mutual respect of everyone in all of our interactions with each other and with the world. In joining this community, I understand that it is my responsibility to help shape this institution and the lives of those who live and labor here for the betterment of our alma mater, of our community, of our nation, and of our world. Today, Dickinson College welcomes the class of 2021. Welcome to a great educational adventure. As in 1783, we are creating a new, useful education for a newly emerging world. And that education aims for the common good, aims at something much greater than mere individual success. We are all in this together, and it's going to take all of the talent, goodwill, intelligence, and drive this species can muster to transcend the challenges that today's student generation will have to face. Our future will require a liberally educated young people, educated in freedom, with the breadth of vision, a ferocious curiosity, a courageous depth of knowledge, and a commitment to the common good. Such an education is our mission here. It's been our mission since the birth of this nation. There is someone with us today who represents in his position freedom and democracy and a useful education for the common good. Who better to ring our Liberty Bell, which was made in the same mold as the original Liberty Bell and cast in 1762. Who better than Judge John Jones? Please come ring our Liberty Bell.
Do it together.